So I have a friend visiting here in Irvine. His name's Aaron. He was honestly, now that I think of it, one of the first designers that got me into like the tech space from print. So he's here, lives in New Jersey, I believe now, but I'm gonna get some lunch. Look at this.
In my old house. Look at my old fuzzy Luke Skywalker hair.
Look at that.
Yeah, dude. That's
2009.
epic. Oh yeah, we were doing our little video blogs, you know?
Isn't that
dude,
insane?
I look so young and thin. Jesus.
It's depressing, right? So tomorrow I leave for a trip up to San Francisco for 2 days. I've said this many times on the vlog before, but I often travel for like day trips or 2-day trips every other week or so. So I'm traveling twice a month, 3 times a month. I was watching a video the other day of someone going through their bag and what they carry and why they carry it. I do carry quite a bit of tech when I travel. It's probably unnecessary given I'm trekking a lot through airports and Ubers. I figured I'd walk through my bag as I prepare for travel and let you all in a little bit of how I keep things organized and make sure I have everything I need when I'm not at home. Bag-wise, this is the bag I'm currently using. It is a Patagonia. I believe it's waterproof. Back in the day, Design Inc. Mark bought us these. It's a backpack. It has everything we need. I think the thing for me is it's a little bit taller, so I'm able to carry computers and a camera and chargers and get a little more height. It can also fit a jacket or any other like overnight clothes if I don't want to take a carry-on. Quite nice. It also has this outer side pocket, which helps me keep things I don't get too often out of the way. So yeah, it's a backpack, nothing big. One of the most important things that I always carry, my Apple AirPods. I think these are one of the biggest game changers while traveling. I use them all the time. I'm constantly listening to podcasts or music or editing videos, and so these are huge. I've had them for over a year now and still one of my favorite pieces of tech. Interestingly though, I'm now carrying this guy, which is a set of noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. These are ones that actually Google distributes to employees, but they're phenomenal. They've changed my life. I prefer these, especially on the airplane, because with the air noise and everything going on, the AirPods tend to be kind of quiet and I like my music loud. These also obviously have a backup cord if you add a battery. Generally battery life on them is great and have been enjoying Bluetooth audio life. I use the Note 8, so I have a headphone jack as a backup, but the cordless like Bluetooth setup with audio for me has been life-changing. On the other like general computer UX design stuff, I always carry a charger. I usually have a charger in every office and in my backpack, just because if you don't have this, you're kind of shit out of luck. Also, if you don't know the double wrap, look it up. Just do that. You wrap it and wrap it. Sketchbooks, I always carry 2 sketchbooks. Actually, I think one of these is full even, but I go back to and reference it a lot. Sometimes when I don't want to be pulling out my laptop on the airplane, or I have a quick idea, or I'm in an Uber, I love carrying around a Moleskine and some notebooks just to, I call these laptops? Notebooks, Moleskines, for me are critical and just kind of keeping my ideas. It's also fun to go back and like look through the years and years of things that you've done. When in doubt, you have no battery, your computer's not working, no internet, you can always draw. I carry 2 computers. This is a thing, sometimes 3. I know this seems asinine, but working at a place like Google, a lot of the things I work on are very confidential. A lot of the software and the builds of OS on my computers are very encrypted and private for security reasons. So when I want to work on a personal vlog or some other stuff not related to work, I carry my other laptop so that I can work on that machine and honor the security and privacy deals Google. And 3 laptops. Why would you carry 3 laptops, Joel? This has been one of the newest things for me as a designer on desktop software, designing for Chrome, is that you have to know the OS and conventions and themings and interaction patterns of each OS, just like designing for iOS or Android, but instead I'm having to carry a Chromebook, a Windows Surface laptop, a Mac. But yeah, at any given time I need 1, 2, or 3 of those laptops for testing, implementation, and just general usage to get to understand and be more empathetic to that OS and those users. Generally try and only carry 2 because it just gets heavy and there's not a little room in the backpack. Yeah, I carry lots of laptops now, which is kind of crazy. This is also a game changer. This is one of my favorite things in my backpack. It's an Ugmonk pouch. If you don't know Ugmonk, go check them out. Jeff has been creating quality design products and apparel, accessories for years now. But this is just a pouch that I picked up a couple years ago and just carry all my cords, every cord for every phone, for every port, card reader, constantly these dongle things, all the things, I carry them along with me. It seems like overkill, but like it really does make a difference when you have lots of cords and finding them easily, especially on a plane where you don't want to bump people's elbows and stuff. I used to always carry 2 phones. I would have like my main Android driver device and then a backup iPhone for like either taking time lapses, or if this phone died, I'd have another phone for like ordering Ubers. I stopped doing that because it just was unnecessary with this phone's battery life. But I have generally in the past enjoyed traveling with 2 phones. If I remove these things, with this camera and a bunch of other chargers in there just for vlogging, and I haven't been vlogging as much recently, but having the right things when you want to document something for me has been very important. So I have a GoPro up here with the suction mount. I've got the GoPro here with a suction mount, and I carry that GoPro almost everywhere. It's always in my bag, just in the scenario that we're in a car and I want to document going somewhere, or I'm doing an overhead shot and want to snap it to a screen or to a window. The nice thing to put in the corner for time lapses or for things, and so it's so small and the quality is good enough for me for YouTube that I always carry that with me. And then likewise, I have my A7S with a regular Joby pod. I just carry this always for me, whether I want to take pictures at night when I'm traveling or whether I actually want to do a video. As far as batteries, like I carry 2 batteries, it's usually enough for the A7S. I use this, whatever it's called. Everyone uses this one. I think it's Lakai. It's a great external hard drive. I think mine is 2 terabytes. And this is like my portable drive, and then I back it up to my server at home. This is way overkill, and honestly, I don't know why, because my audio is usually bad in these videos, but I always carry more audio devices than needed. So I carry this Zoom H4n, which you can plug XLRs and stuff into, or you can use it as like an actual physical field recorder. I have a lavalier mic, wireless Sennheiser, that we used to use at Design Inc. when we did the Undo show, and these things are great and really like professional quality when I need them. I just rock this into the Zoom. And then I actually just bought one of the new Rode on-camera mics that is technically on the camera right now. Honestly, at this point in my life, none of this fits very well. My backpack is like at capacity, and so I'm considering getting a different backpack or slimming my load. I can't really move away from any of the things that I have currently because they all have been critical pieces when I needed them. What's in your bag? I don't know, this feels very YouTube-y. I've been having a hard time doing YouTube stuff that gets really good likes and interaction because it feels kind of disingenuous and douchey. This is kind of bordering that, where it's like, what's in your bag? What's my setup? But I do think there's a lot of like methods and things that have worked for me after traveling the last 2 or 3 years with work that could be useful. So let me know if it's useful, and safe travels. It's just after 11. Literally picked up my wife at the airport at 6 today. She dropped me off at 8, and now I'm in San Francisco. I'm trying not to get sick. Some days when I come to San Francisco, I have to actually go down to Mountain View, which is a 45-hour shuttle ride. It's down here in the peninsula south of San Francisco. That's where Google's main headquarters are. Some of our teams is down there. So today I'm actually in San Francisco, waking up early to get the shuttle to go down there, work all day, take the shuttle back up. It's a shuttle ride with Wi-Fi and a desk, and I've got quite a bit of work to do. I'm trying to finish the app design of the sample app for my documenting design workshop in Dubai. I'm going to try and jam on that app, screencast it, and document some of that for all of you. Yeah, gonna do the San Francisco life thing and walk to the bus stop and take the shuttle. So it's surprisingly warm here today in San Francisco. How's the weather? My intent was to document my day, give you a rundown of like what my day looks like and things that happened. And I did good until getting into the shuttle, and then my day started and I didn't stop until now. I don't want to not post the content that I documented for the beginning of this trip, and I want to push myself to document things that might be useful, because this is like real life, right? This isn't in any way a video for me to like complain or woe is me or being a negative Nancy. This is just like a level of truth and honesty of where I'm at right now on March 27th, 2018 at 8 o'clock at night, right? Just for added context, if you missed it earlier, I flew in last night. It was the last flight out of Orange County into San Francisco. My wife had arrived into Orange County from Portland 2 hours before that. Met the family, we went and got ice cream with our boys. I grabbed my bags, I went to the airport. So a quick trade-off of parents, which is fine, it's hustle. I posted about it last night on Instagram. Let me just read it, because it was like, I was laying in bed, not like depressed, but just like reflecting on the day. Anyways, it says, this last week and the next 2 to come are going to be quite an adventure. Lots of work to complete and miles to travel. I'm equally excited for the adventure and dreading the time away from my family. I woke up 10:11 makeup, my wife back from her work trip this evening, only to say goodbye 2 hours later to leave for mine. The season of life is hard yet so rewarding. Thankful for a woman who stands by my side in all of the chaos. I feel like every time I leave, I like write I write a post about my wife and how awesome she is, just because she is truly a big part of why I'm able to do what I do and work, mainly being in Orange County for a Silicon Valley company. Long story short, it's been a long day. And I guess that's kind of the crux of what I wanted to share. Like, I think there's like this illusion or this fantasy of like working for big companies or taking business trips and how cool that is. And it is amazing. I love that I can see different parts of the world and work with people from all over the world and do it on my company's dollar. Like, that is a huge privilege, and I'm very grateful for it. But anyone that like travels a lot for work, like I was texting with my buddy Charlie Waite, who's a design leader at GoPro, and he's flying in tonight, but like staying by the airport and then in the city tomorrow, and I'm flying home. It's like, hey, can we grab dinner? No, crap, we gotta work, we got commitments. And there's just like a true reality of like anyone that you know that travels or that has to do this for work, like business travel is like a legit thing. Like even my trip to Paris and Dubai, and like it's like a weird 7-day round trip. I'm taking like overnight flights, red eyes, and don't have actually a lot of time to see Paris or Dubai. And I'm still really excited for the trip, and I'm very honored that I'm able to do that. Like, I don't want to make this like a pissing fest. I'm just in the reality now that like I could do a lot of things right now, but I'm gonna go do more work because I have to. And part of that responsibility is why I get to travel. So I'm grateful for it. I'm gonna crunch it out with a smile, but I'm pretty damn tired. That's it, I gotta work. Cheers, people. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you don't, if you want more of this. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the things. I don't have to say that. You guys know where to find me.